Mr. Paul, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, my daughter, who's living some type of life that I have no idea what it is, she drops her kids off every day and does what she wants to and doesn't leave any money for food or for any kind of...
All right, guys, this one hits hard right from the start. A retired father walks into court, not asking for praise, not asking for sympathy, just asking for help. He's raising his own grandchildren while their mother lives her life, untouched by responsibility. And as this case unfolds, what starts as frustration turns into a brutal legal reality check. The question is simple. When parenting becomes optional for one person, who really pays the price?
Things that the kids need, so I need some help financially because she doesn't give me anything. I mean, just me giving my money out of my pocket that I retired. So I need some help, seriously.
Okay, and where did you retire from?
From the school district.
Okay, how long were you there?
20 years.
Okay, great. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And thank you for taking in your daughter's kids because they could be a number of places, but thankfully they're with.
This moment matters more than it sounds. The judge isn't just thanking him, she's establishing context. These kids could be anywhere right now, and they're safe because a grandparent stepped up. In family court, that fact carries weight. Because when someone voluntarily takes on responsibility, the law looks closely at who walked away from it.
A grandparent? Ma'am, what do you have to say for yourself? First off, let me ask this question. Is what he just said true?
I mean, they
It's a yes or a no. Is what he just said true?
Yes, it's true.
What's wrong with you?
And here's the first crack. When the judge asks if what he said is true, the answer is yes. No hesitation. No denial. That single word locks the case into motion. In court, honesty can help, but it can also seal your fate if the truth shows neglect. And from here on, there's no room left to spin the story.
There's nothing wrong with me. It's just stuff I've been needing to do, and I need somebody to watch the kids, so I take them over there.
Every day?
Yes, every day. I don't see the issue.
Excuse me. You all will not address each other. You will address me. I definitely understand Dad's frustration, and I'm going to ask you too. Every day you have something to do that requires you to be away from your kids. How many kids are we talking?
Two.
You left 2 kids with him?
Notice the shift. The judge shuts down crosstalk immediately. This isn't about family arguments, it's about accountability. When a parent says they leave their kids every single day, the court isn't hearing independence. It's hearing abandonment. And the next question is the one that changes everything. Why?
What do you have to do, ma'am, that's so important every day that you cannot have your own kids?
I gotta make money, so.
Doing what? What do you do for a living?
Whatever I need to do, honestly.
Ma'am, what does that even mean?
I do, little dabble here, little dabble there, just different stuff.
You know what? You obviously came here to waste my time, and I am not about to play with you.
This answer is a disaster. Whatever I need to do isn't income verification. It's an admission of instability. Family court doesn't run on vibes or hustle language. It runs on numbers. And when you can't clearly explain how you support yourself, the judge is allowed to fill in the blanks in the harshest way possible.
What was the last legitimate job that you had?
I was a waitress.
Okay, where?
At a club.
Is that what you call it, waitressing?
Yes, it was waitressing. What else was I doing?
You don't want me to tell you.
I want you to tell me.
Here's where the tone turns sharp. The judge isn't confused, she's frustrated. Because the court isn't being disrespected, the children are. When a parent treats court like a game or performance, judges respond fast. And once credibility is gone, the court stops giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Between $7,000 to $8,000 a month.
All right. Okay. And that's all tips?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what I am going to do is base your child support on...
This is the turning point. $7,000 to $8,000 a month. That's not speculation, that's testimony. And in family court, your own words can be used to calculate your support obligation. Once that number is on the record, there's no walking it back, no matter how uncomfortable it becomes.
That's $7,000 a month. So that would bring your yearly salary to $84,000 a year. Yeah, you can shake your head all you want to, but that's exactly what I'm going to do, ma'am. This is extremely disappointing that you leave your kids every day with your dad. You're not giving him any type of financial support. What are these kids on, they receive any type of government assistance or anything?
She gets food stamps every month.
Oh,
and I
no,
don't see
ma'am.
any.
You get food stamps? Where are the food stamps going?
Watch how clean this is. The judge doesn't argue morality, she applies math. Monthly income becomes yearly salary, and suddenly this case is no longer emotional. It's financial. And when support is based on proven earning capacity, excuses stop working instantly.
In my house.
Who lives in your house besides you that need the food? Because your kid's over here with your dad. You don't give him any money from those food stamps?
No.
You know what? I'm not about to play with you. This is what we're gonna do. Salary, $84,000 a year. That brings your gross to $7,000. Your net to $5,508.87, which will make your child support obligation $1,377. Now you said that you were receiving, don't look confused. I don't even want to hear it.
I can't pay that every month.
You were not making those faces when you were out in those.
This part is huge. Food stamps are meant to support children, but the kids aren't even in her home. That's not just unfair, it raises serious red flags. Courts don't tolerate benefits being misused while someone else carries the burden. At this point, patience is gone.
Those streets.
But
so don't come in here trying to make, don't come in here trying to make those faces. I am not trying to hear it. I've heard enough.
Your Honor.
And you are in the wrong. Yes, sir.
She has a man living with her too. So
You don't
what?
need to
You
tell
know
her who in my house though, Daddy.
You
Like
know
for
what?
real.
Okay.
I'm just telling the truth. It is what it
it
is.
sounds like
And
Daddy
you're
telling
just
the truth.
tattletelling.
Well, it sounds like he needs to tattletale on you. Somebody need to.
Here's the hard truth moment. The judge isn't reacting emotionally, she's enforcing consequences. The faces, the confusion, the disbelief, none of it matters now. When income is established and neglect is clear, support becomes mandatory. This is the sound of excuses officially dying in court.
You're ridiculous right now. Sir,
Yes.
she receives food stamps. So I'm assuming there's some Medicaid or something
Yes,
these kids are getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So what I'm going to do is do 9% of that $7,000 for your reimbursement to Medicaid. That comes out to $496. So $1,377 plus the $496 reimbursement to Medicaid, that make your total monthly child support obligation $1,873.
And when Medicaid reimbursement is added, the total jumps again. This isn't punishment, it's reimbursement to the system for costs already paid on behalf of the children. Many parents don't realize this part exists until it hits them. And by then, it's too late to argue.
I don't even know men that pay that much money every month. So why I gotta pay that every month?
I don't know too many women that just take their kids and go drop them off at their parents' house and they have a whole man staying in the house with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's my dad. Y'all act like I dropped them off with anybody.
These are your kids. Is there anything further, ma'am?
No, I guess I need to go make some money in these streets for that.
Okay, well, you know what?
$2,000
That is your business. As long as these streets pay Pawpaw $1,873 a month in child support. Sir, is there anything further?
No, ma'am. Just happy Mother's Day to you.
In the end, the ruling is clear. $1,873 a month, no debate, no delay. A father stepped up, a mother didn't. And the court made sure the children didn't suffer for it. If this moment changed how you see responsibility, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe, because real courtroom accountability doesn't get more honest than this.
You all may be seated. Ms. Williamson, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Okay, so we're here today because we both have a child together and we both have split custody, but lately she has not been around. She has not been able to help me with the child. She's been doing her own thing and I need child support.
I've been working.
That's not an excuse.
Alright guys, this case turns serious almost immediately. Two parents walk into court with a split custody agreement, but the reality on the ground looks very different. One parent says they are doing everything alone, emotionally and financially, while the other insists they are working and contributing enough. But once lifestyle, time, and responsibility start getting questioned, this stops being about feelings and becomes about accountability.
This is your child that you gave birth to, that I adopted, and I'm spending more time with her than you are.
I got a lot to pay for. Help y'all out, take care of the baby. Just because I'm not around, that mean I'm bringing in the money.
When's the last time you helped us out?
I pay the insurance.
The baby gotta eat. The baby need clothes.
Did I need to lean? I have to be here because I'm working, but if you all needed to keep talking, I could just excuse myself. What did y'all want me to do?
I need help with getting child support because I'm not gonna do this with her.
So now that I can help you with, because the going back and forth and all of that, that's not gonna help your case, okay? So.
Here's where the legal issue really begins. Split custody only works when both parents actively participate. When one parent starts disappearing for months at a time, the original agreement no longer reflects reality. Family court doesn't punish intentions, it responds to patterns. And once one parent becomes the primary caregiver, child support naturally comes back into the picture.
I understand your frustration, and I do have the court order that you provided, and it looks like child support was not ordered because you all agreed to have split custody.
Right.
Did.
Okay, so that's changed.
Yes.
All right. How often, like how long has this been going on?
For about 3 months now.
3 months?
My
3
job
months?
ain't easy.
Neither is mine, obviously, right? You'd agree that my job is not easy, right?
I mean, look pretty
probably not,
easy
right?
sitting down. I could do that all day.
Oh, okay. Right. We'll come back to you, no worries. Now.
You can hear the frustration rising here. This isn't about technical paperwork anymore. It's about daily expenses, food, clothes, and time. One parent is talking survival, the other is talking effort. And in court, that difference matters. Because effort without results doesn't relieve responsibility, especially when a child depends on consistency.
She is working. You're having the child, I'm assuming almost 100% of the time?
Correct.
Okay. Hey, you adopted the child?
Yes. I
Okay.
adopted the
How
child.
old is this child?
She's only 6.
6? What is her name?
Her name is Sage.
Sage. Oh, she sounds so cute.
She is.
Now, is there anything else you wanted me to know before I move over to her?
Her reasoning.
This is a key courtroom shift. The judge shuts down side comments and refocuses the case. That's not random, it's strategic. When parents argue with each other, they lose credibility. The judge is signaling that emotions are noted, but structure and evidence will decide this case. And that usually means financial analysis is coming next.
When I asked her why she isn't spending amount of time that she's supposed to, since we do have split custody, is she's working. But when I go on her Snapchat and her Instagram, she's being flued out and in Miami, but yet you don't have time to spend with your child.
Why you all on my social media anyways?
Ma'am, everybody is on your social media, okay? So let's not act like you don't know everybody is looking at social media.
Well,
And you being, what do you say, flued out?
Yeah, she's being flued out.
This is where things get interesting. Social media enters the courtroom. When someone claims they are too busy to parent but posts trips, vacations, and luxury moments online, credibility takes a hit. Courts don't ignore public behavior. Lifestyle evidence can quietly undermine testimony, and once that happens, the court starts digging deeper.
flew out for the week. No, I'm sorry. I be at work and it be a lot going on. Y'all know what I have to deal with as a flight attendant with all these crazy people on this
Okay,
airplane.
so are you being flued out with your job as a flight attendant? Or are you doing other things that
I'm working
require
as
you
a
to be away
flight
from work?
attendant. I mean, sometimes, occasionally, I may have a little flued out situation. But most of the time, I be working hard. I pay this.
Saying I'm working sounds responsible, but legally, it's not a shield. Work doesn't cancel parenting duties. If someone has time and money to travel and enjoy life, the court assumes they also have the capacity to contribute financially. This is where many parents misread the courtroom. Excuses fade when contradictions stack up.
$175 insurance. Like, at least I'm doing something.
Congratulations.
I do my part.
You pay a whole
$175.
$175 in health insurance.
What you mean?
What do you want for that?
Baby could be on Medicaid, but
Oh, you know what? That is a good point, but that's beside the point. At the end of the day, this is both of you all's child, which means that Sage is both of you all's responsibility. And you,
Paying health insurance feels like a win, but the judge doesn't treat it that way. Insurance helps, yes, but it doesn't replace monthly support. A child's needs go far beyond medical coverage. Housing, food, school, and daily care matter more. The judge acknowledges the effort, then moves straight past it.
are going to pay child support. Since, I'm just sitting up here, This is what I do. So how much money do you make a year? And make sure you're being honest, because I have your documents in front of me.
About 79,000.
I couldn't hear you.
About 79,000 a year.
$79,000 a year, and you want to be flued out and not give her anything for Sage? You came here to waste my time. I'm about to go ahead and read these numbers off to you so you can pay child support.
Child support?
Yes, ma'am. Child support. That's right.
I'm going to have to pay insurance too?
This is the turning point of the case. Once income is disclosed, discretion disappears. Family court runs on formulas, not sympathy. At this income level, child support isn't negotiable, it's mathematical. And once the judge has verified documents in hand, there's very little room left to argue.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
need to?
Yes, ma'am. You're going to pay. Yes, ma'am. You're going to carry the health insurance and you are going to pay child support. So, based on your financial documents and what you just testified to, $79,000 a year for salary, that makes your gross $6,583, brings your net down to $5,157.12.
The judge's tone shifts here, and it's intentional. High income, visible spending, and zero support don't sit well in any courtroom. This isn't confusion, it looks like avoidance. When a judge says their time has been wasted, it usually means the decision is already made.
All right. How many children? Just Sage? Sage is the
Just
only
Sage.
child? Okay.
That I birthed for 9 months.
That you don't take care of?
You ain't carried for 9 months.
Excuse
You know
me.
what it is
Excuse
to carry
me.
a baby for 9
Okay,
months?
Just because a dog had a baby, that don't make it the mother.
Excuse me. Talking. I believe I'm the judge. You all do not need to address each other. You have enough issues as it is, okay? So,
That's why we ain't
again,
together now.
I
That's why I be
need
cheating now.
I need you to pay attention
Girl.
to since you like to be flued out and stuff, I need you to pay attention to these numbers as they fly your way, okay? So, $5,157.12 is your net. One child, that bring your child support obligation to $1,031 and
Now the case enters its final phase, calculations. Net income, deductions, one child, clean and precise. This part may sound technical, but it's decisive. Once the numbers are read aloud, debate ends. This is where reality settles in, whether the parent is emotionally ready or not.
42 cents. Well, let me go ahead and give you a credit for that $175 that you.
Thank you.
It's not going to be
Something
much, so don't thank me yet. It's not. So, let's see. I give you credit for the $175. Oh yeah, that didn't really help you out none. So, I mean, your child support obligation is still going to be close to what I just told you.
Judge even gives credit for the insurance payments, and still, the support amount barely changes. That's a powerful lesson. Small contributions don't erase large responsibilities. The court looks at the full financial picture, not isolated efforts, and the final obligation remains heavy.
So, $5,057.12, one child. Child support obligation is $1,011.
A month?
What I said.
$1,000?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a whole rent payment.
You got it.
That's what I'm saying. You got
I
it.
got it.
You got it. You being flued out.
Okay. Well, did you get what I just said? You got
I heard you.
Oh, okay. Is there anything further?
No.
All right. Did you have anything further?
No, thank you.
You're welcome. You all are dismissed.
And just like that, the case concludes. $1,000 a month in child support. No shouting, no theatrics, just accountability. This ruling reminds us that parenting isn't optional and lifestyle choices don't override responsibility. What do you think? Was this fair or too harsh? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like the video, and subscribe for more real courtroom moments.
You all may be seated. Okay. Miss Jackson,
Yes.
you brought this case before the court.
I did.
Okay, what's
So-
going on?
So James and I split about a couple of years ago, and it's been pretty good. We've been splitting costs for our girl, but her last birthday she was 8 years old.
Alright guys, this one starts like a simple co-parenting dispute, but it turns into a reality check real fast. A mom walks into court asking for child support, not because the dad disappeared, not because he refused necessities, but because he didn't pay for a $1,500 birthday party. And what unfolds next is a judge drawing a very clear line between needs and wants. Stick with this one, because the entitlement versus accountability clash gets uncomfortable.
And we had a great party. I planned it. It's been a lot of time. And it was about $1,500.
How, 8 years old?
Yes. Well, okay, she really likes, ice skating, so we rented out the ice skating rink, and then Lipinski came and did a little routine for the girls. It was a lot of fun. But anyways, it did cost something, and James just refused to pay it.
Whose idea was it? Wait. How much was the birthday party?
But $1,500.
Here's the first red flag. The party wasn't just a cake and balloons, it was a rented ice rink and a professional skater appearance. That matters legally. Courts don't judge parenting vibes or social pressure, they look at necessity. When one parent unilaterally chooses a luxury expense, the law usually doesn't force the other parent to split it. This case starts drifting away from child support and straight into expectation management.
Whose idea was it to have that expensive birthday party?
Tyranny brought up the whole inspiration for it. So I just kind of, looked at what past birthday parties we had gone to, kind of the expectation was set at a certain level, and yeah, so
This is a critical legal moment. The judge asks, whose idea was it? That single question shifts responsibility. If both parents agreed, shared costs make sense. But if one parent planned it alone, the court typically sees it as a personal choice, not a shared obligation. This is where mom's argument starts to weaken, even before the judge says a word.
I did ask James for certain input, and he did not give that, so I just took that as I have to parent up. So
So you want him to pay child support now?
Yes, I think this is kind of setting a...
Listen carefully to what she says here. She admits she didn't get input, then decided to parent up. Emotionally, that sounds noble. Legally, it's dangerous. Courts don't reward unilateral financial decisions. If you move forward without agreement, you also move forward without reimbursement protection. This is where intention collides with consequence.
It's changing up the dynamics a little bit, that he wouldn't even pay for a little bit of her birthday party. So she's getting into ballet. There's recitals coming up. There are other things coming up, and I'm just nervous that she's gonna see that imbalance in our relationship, and it's gonna cost something.
But you're creating the imbalance. $1,500 for an 8-year-old birthday party?
That doesn't...
Now the request escalates. She's no longer asking for help with a party, she's asking for ongoing child support. That's a massive leap. Child support exists to balance living standards and meet consistent needs, not to reimburse discretionary spending. The judge immediately clocks the mismatch between the ask and the reason behind it.
That doesn't sound... It sounds bad when you say it out of the context, but that's normal.
No, within the context, that is ridiculous.
That is normal.
No, it's not normal.
He had a birthday party that cost $2,000,
so you're trying to keep up with Susie?
Well, I didn't do $2,000. I could have done $2,000, and I think I kept it at a reasonable cost. She got to meet Tara.
Wait a minute. Pause. Can you speak some reason to me?
I would love to try, Your Honor.
This is the emotional turning point. The judge flips the framing completely. You're creating the imbalance. That's powerful. The court isn't blaming the dad for refusing. It's questioning the choice itself. This is where social comparison enters the courtroom, and courts hate that. Susie spent more is not a legal argument.
I am more than happy to help our daughter celebrate and live her life, but there comes a point where it's just, it's frivolous, it's opulent.
I agree.
I would have been going halfway down the middle of just like paying to have some kids to the skating rink but we did not need Tara Lipinski there. I thought that you were joking when you said that, which is why I didn't respond.
I do not joke.
When mom brings up another child's $2,000 party, the case quietly collapses. Courts don't enforce lifestyle competition. They enforce fairness and necessity. The moment you justify expenses by comparison instead of need, you lose legal ground. At this point, the judge isn't debating money. She's addressing judgment.
And you know how...
Excuse me. Last time I checked, I was the judge. So I would like for the two of you to address me.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sorry.
You're welcome. You did not need Tara there.
Tierney really wanted her, though.
Yeah, but Tierney is not paying $1,500, is she? No, and it's absolutely ridiculous that you have the expectation of him.
Dad finally speaks, and this matters. Notice how he doesn't refuse to support his daughter. He draws a boundary around excess. That distinction is everything. Courts listen closely to parents who separate support from splurging. He's not avoiding responsibility. He's rejecting obligation for a decision he didn't make.
To pay that when it was your idea. That is ridiculous. And you came to court today to ask me to do what exactly?
I just want in the future to make sure that there is a balance in our relationship.
I'm going to ask you again. What is it that you came to court to ask me to do?
I would like him to pay child support.
Well, I would like for you to not spend $1,500 on a birthday party.
Here's the courtroom reset. The judge shuts down crosstalk and recentist authority. That's not just decorum. It signals that emotions are taking over, and facts need to come back into focus. Judges often step in like this right before delivering clarity, and that's exactly what's coming next.
A 9-year-old, when she turns 9, no $1,500. When she turns 10, no $1,500. I mean, that is absurd. And then you want him to pay you child support because he did not want to go in with you with this ridiculous amount of money you spend on a birthday party? Yeah, no, we're not doing that. I'm not gonna have him pay child support based on that, and you guys have been sharing custody.
This is the blunt truth moment. The judge calls the expectation ridiculous, twice. That's rare and intentional. She's making a record. Luxury birthdays do not create child support obligations. This ruling protects parents from being financially punished for saying no to non-essential spending.
So I'm assuming when the child is with you, you cover the expenses for the child, right?
And it's usually really amicable. It usually works really well.
Well, it sounds like she probably put herself in the hole with that $1,500 birthday party and is trying to recoup some of the money from it because you were trying to keep up with Susie paying $2,000, which is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not going to do it. And I cannot believe you actually filed this in court. And
now the legal reasoning locks in. Shared custody, shared insurance, no imbalance in basic care. Child support isn't a refund system. The judge even suggests the real issue, overspending and regret. Courts see through financial backtracking fast, and they don't fix it with enforcement orders.
I am not going to order anybody pay child support based on a $1,500 birthday party. And you guys share custody. Who pays health insurance?
We both do.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing you guys should be doing. Maintain your own individual health insurance, but no, he is not going to pay child support for that reason. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Is there anything further?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything further from you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, well, I'm glad. If there's nothing further, you both are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And that's the takeaway. The court didn't punish generosity, but it refused to subsidize extravagance. Parenting doesn't mean outspending others. It means making sustainable choices. So what do you think? Should one parent be forced to pay for a decision they didn't agree to? Drop your thoughts below. Hit like and subscribe for more real courtroom moments like this.
You all may be seated. Mrs. White, what brings you here today?
Well, Judge Vonda, nice to see you again. You look beautiful.
Thank you. Nice to see you too. And it's interesting to see you sitting on this side.
Yes, well.
With Mr. White?
Yes, Damien is here today. He's finally back from building that bridge.
Right, but...
All right, guys, this one's lad. Same courtroom, same judge, same couple, but completely flipped roles. Last time, she pushed back hard against child support. Today, she's the one asking for it. That alone tells you something shifted behind the scenes. This case isn't just about money. It's about perspective, consequences, and whether karma really does come back around.
It's interesting that you're here making a request because the last time you were here, his ex-wife was making a request for child support and you gave her such a hard time.
Well, you know, back then I was so blinded by love and...
Listen carefully here. The judge remembers the past. She remembers how tough Mrs. White was when another woman asked for support. In family court, history matters. Your past arguments don't disappear just because your position changes. So when she admits she was blinded by love, it sounds honest, but it also raises a question. Is this growth or just changed circumstances?
A bunch of other things, and now
Isn't that ironic?
Dollar signs.
Yes, I believe that I have definitely learned my lesson, and karma has definitely come around.
Okay, well, you said it, but continue. What brings you here?
So I would like to request child support for our 2 beautiful children.
Okay.
I cannot send them to school on my own. I don't want to pull them out. You know, they have their friends and they're doing so well, and I would hate to make them.
This is where emotion enters the room. She frames her request around stability, same schools, same friends, same environment for the kids. Family court lives by one rule above all else, the best interest of the children. By focusing on continuity instead of conflict, she's speaking the court's language. But would you make the same argument, or would pride stop you?
Change schools.
Okay, and you said that you're paying tuition?
Yes.
Are you paying it, or is Mr. White paying it?
Well, when we were together, we were paying it. But, you know, now that I have to find a new job and to subsequent the money that I no longer have coming in, I need his help.
Okay.
Here's the reality shift. When they were together, tuition was shared. Now the relationship is gone, and so is shared income. Divorce doesn't erase responsibility, but it also doesn't guarantee the same lifestyle. Courts draw that line very clearly. This moment sets up the tension that defines the entire ruling.
All right, and how much is tuition?
Tuition is about $5,000 a year per child.
Okay. Per year?
Yes.
Okay. This better be a pretty great school.
Yeah, it's connected to Yale and Harvard.
Oh, okay, interesting. So, how was the bridge?
$5,000 per child, per year, and the air changes instantly. Expensive private schools trigger a legal question, necessity versus choice. Judges support children, but they don't automatically support premium decisions. When elite affiliations get mentioned, the judge isn't impressed. She's calculating.
Because you definitely didn't show up for court the last time.
No, I did not, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm guessing everything went well.
I'm a civil engineer, Your Honor, and I was in Italy for a conference, not the building of the Bridge of Gibraltar.
Oh, okay.
You must have lied to
Well,
me.
didn't know.
Apparently didn't know that there's a large step up from being housewife to employed.
Oh.
Now credibility is under the microscope. Missed court, international travel, clarifications. Family court judges don't care about fancy explanations, they care about patterns. Whether this was a misunderstanding or not, it still impacts trust. And trust quietly influences every decision that follows.
I caught that. Continue.
So I'm currently paying the insurance for our children.
Okay, and how much is that?
$500?
$500, okay. And that's for both children?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Continue.
Now, I don't understand exactly why.
This is a key legal point most people miss. Health insurance counts as child support credit. $500 a month matters, and the judge clocks it immediately. These credits don't erase obligation, but they absolutely reduce the final number. This is where the math starts shaping the outcome.
My loving wife would think that in combination that we are paying for our children, considering I'm the only one that works. And quite frankly, she does not.
Okay.
And only spends.
That's not
Okay.
true. That's not true.
Ma'am,
The tone tightens here. he claims is the only one working. She tries to respond and gets cut off. Employment isn't just income in family court, it's leverage. Who works, who earns, and who contributes becomes a quiet battleground. And both sides know it.
$500 for health insurance, and how many other children do you have?
Just the one other with my ex-wife.
Okay. And then you all have 2 together. All right. And I do have your child support amount. Giving you credit for the health insurance as well as credit for your other children, your child support amount comes out to $1,391.
Here comes the ruling, clean and unemotional. $1,391 per month with credits applied. No punishment, no reward, just formula. Family court can feel dramatic, but moments like this remind you it's built on calculations, not feelings.
Judge. Okay. Is there anything further? Sounds pretty straightforward to me.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything further?
Can I just let you know that I do have a legitimate job, okay? Like, I have my own hair care business. It's starting
I thought that was a question for me. Are you talking to him?
Well, I'm just letting both of you know that I do have a legitimate job.
This is the twist most people don't expect. Child support doesn't cover tuition gaps. After support is paid, he owes nothing extra. That remaining cost, that's on her. The court protects children, not private school expectations. This is where ideal plans collide with legal reality.
Okay, great.
And it's
Congratulations.
doing pretty well.
That is wonderful. Anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
This moment is about dignity. She makes it clear she does have a legitimate job, a business she's building herself. And the judge acknowledges it. Family court looks forward, not just backward. Effort matters. Independence matters. Sometimes, respect comes simply from showing growth. And just like that, it ends, quietly, but decisively. Support ordered. Expectations clarified. Reality accepted. No winners, no villains, just accountability. If this case changed how you see child support or surprised you at any point, drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more real courtroom drama.
You all may be seated. Miss Sultan.
Yes.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
So I had met my boyfriend online. We've been dating for a year, and I lived in Kansas at the time, and he lived in Texas, and he would fly to me, and we'd see each other often.
Alright guys, this case starts quietly, but don't let that fool you. A mother stands alone in court, holding a story that involves distance, disappearance, and a child caught in the middle. One parent is present, the other is nowhere to be found. And from the very first question, you can already feel it. This isn't just about paperwork. It's about responsibility. Stick with this one, because the silence here matters more than anything said.
I then got pregnant, and he had disappeared on me. So our daughter is now 5 months old, and I had moved 3 months ago to Texas, so...
Listen carefully to how this begins. An online relationship, long distance, flights back and forth, a full year of commitment until pregnancy enters the picture. And that's when everything changes. This is a pattern courts see often. Things feel real until accountability shows up. The law doesn't judge how love starts, but it absolutely judges what happens after a child is born.
We could all
So
be
you
together.
moved to Texas from Kansas to
Yes.
be with him?
Yes.
Okay.
So our daughter could have both parents.
Okay.
And
Here's the emotional pivot. She didn't just stay where she was, she uprooted her entire life. Moved states, crossed borders. Also her child could have both parents. That matters. Judges look at effort. And right now, only one side is showing it. Ask yourself, if someone disappears after this level of sacrifice, what does that tell you about intent?
he had just disappeared on me. So now I would like child support.
Okay. Have you, I see you did request a DNA test.
Yes.
So he has not taken
He has
the DNA.
not.
Okay. Does he know he's the father? Does he believe he's not the father?
He believes he's not, but I know he is.
How do you know he is?
Now comes the legal goal, child support. Not revenge, not drama, support. Courts are very clear on this. Child support exists for the child, not the parents. And the moment she asks for it, the case shifts from emotional testimony to legal process. This is where feelings stop carrying weight and proof starts to matter.
Because there's no other way.
All right, okay. Well, I see he's not here today, and that is partially because you did not serve him to be here today.
This is where things get complicated. She requested a DNA test, but he didn't. And that silence is loud. When one parent doubts paternity, the court doesn't argue feelings. It orders science. DNA testing removes excuses, delays, and denials. At this moment, the court is preparing to replace uncertainty with facts.
So what you filed with me, the child support request and the request for DNA testing, you didn't actually get him served with that to be here today.
Notice how confidently she answers when asked how she knows. No hesitation. No confusion. That doesn't automatically prove anything, but confidence like this often comes from certainty, not assumption. Still, the judge doesn't rely on belief. The law treats truth as something that must be verified, not declared.
Okay.
Okay, and you understand he has to be served with it in order to appear.
Okay.
Okay.
Understood.
Okay, so what I'll do is I will order him to appear. He has to take DNA testing, get DNA testing done before he comes back to court, and I'll set you out.
And here's the first real procedural problem. He's not in court. Not because he couldn't come, but because he wasn't served. This is crucial. Courts cannot act against someone who hasn't been properly notified. Even when the story feels one-sided, due process still protects everyone. That's the system doing its job.
What do you need, like a month or so?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, so he'll have to do DNA testing.
This is a moment a lot of people misunderstand. The judge isn't dismissing her pain. She's enforcing the rules. Service is not a technicality, it's a constitutional requirement. Without it, any ruling could collapse later. The court is protecting the integrity of the outcome, not delaying justice.
For then, so that way, when we come back, if he's deemed to be the father, then we'll just move forward and see about the child support part, okay?
Okay.
Okay. If there's nothing further, you are dismissed.
And that's where this chapter ends, not with answers, but with accountability finally catching up. A mother showed up. The court set the rules. Now the truth will speak through DNA, not words. What do you think? Should disappearing ever delay responsibility? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like if this case made you think, and subscribe for more real courtroom moments like this.